Hello everyone, I'm Rohit Reddy Rudrayagari and today I'm going to discuss an electric vehicles analysis. Let's dive into the problem statement from Codebasics challenge number 12. Provide insights to an automotive company on electric vehicles launch in India. Here we can see the overall details of the task. And there are 3 navigation buttons: EV sales insights, projected sales and secondary research. Let's start with the EV sales insights. Here we can see the top and bottom makers in the market. The KPIs displayed include the total number of EV sales sold, the total vehicles sold, the EV penetration rate, and the state compound annual growth rate. We can observe the top 3 makers and the bottom 3 makers. Filters are available for vehicle categories such as 2-wheelers and 4-wheelers. There are also a filter button to clear all the slices. The top 3 and bottom 3 makers can be seen here as well. Automotive Electric is the top selling company and Mercedes-Benz ranks at the bottom in overall sales. Now let's move on to the states with highest and lowest penetration rates. There are top 5 states with the highest penetration rates. Goa is in the first place and Karnataka is in the second place. We can filter this data by vehicle category. In the 2-wheeler category, Goa comes first and Karnataka is in second place. In the 4-wheeler category, Goa is also in the first place with Delhi in the second place. We can also see the line chart that shows how the penetration rates vary for both 2-wheelers and 4-wheeler vehicles. The states with negative penetration rates are also shown. Ladakh is the state with the highest negative penetration rate at -3.75%, while Jammu and Kashmir has the lowest at -0.02%. Bar chart clearly shows the states where 2-wheelers and 4-wheelers have negative penetration rates. Let's take a closer look at how Delhi stands out versus Karnataka in penetration rates. In the 2-wheeler category, Karnataka has the highest penetration rate, while in 4-wheeler category, Delhi has the highest penetration rate. We can also see the penetration rate by year. In 2022, Delhi stands out in both 2-wheelers and 4-wheelers. In 2023, Delhi tops the list again for both categories. However, in 2024, Karnataka stands out in 2-wheelers and shares the top spot in 4-wheelers as well, but Delhi takes the first place for 4-wheelers. We can observe the difference between the two states and across both vehicle categories. Now let's check the quarterly trends. Here are the top 5 sellers based on the total sales volume. We can see who tops the list in selling the highest number of vehicles in each quarter. Almost every quarter, Automotive Electric holds the top position. You can also check by vehicle category. For 2-wheelers, Automotive Electric is in the top place, and for 4-wheelers, Tata Motors is in the top place. Next, we can check the total sales by year. This bar chart shows the trend clearly. Let's also check the compound annual growth rate of makers and states. Here are the top 5 makers by CAGR. You can check this rate by vehicle category as well. Additionally, the top 10 states by CAGR are displayed. And you can filter this by vehicle category too. Let's move on to the seasonal trends. These are the peak to low months for the top makers. You can check the peak and low season for each maker. For instance, let's look at Hyundai Motor. The peak season is in the ninth month, and the low season is in the fourth month. We can check this by year as well. In 2022, the peak season is in the seventh month and the low season in the fifth month. While in 2023, the first month is the peak, and in 2024, the ninth month. The trend in peak to low season changes each year. With the help of this tooltip, we can see the revenue growth rate by each year, as well as the total sales and revenue generated for all electric vehicles. The growth rate from 2022 to 2023 is 959.53%, and from 23 to 24 is 111.35%. The overall growth rate from 2022 to 2024 is 2139.35%. That is a huge. And the total revenue generated by Ola Electric Vehicles is 41.61 billion INR. Now let's check for Tata Motors. The total revenue generated by Tata Motors is 133.40 billion INR. With total sales of 88.94k units, we can also check the growth rate from 2022 to 2023, which is 120.70%, and from 23 to 24, that is 71.79%. The overall growth rate from 22 to 24 is 279.14%, which is an outstanding growth rate. Now let's see the projections and estimations. Here we can see the overall revenue generated by makers, the total sales by each state as shown, which Maharashtra topping the list with 396.05k sales. In this line chart, we can observe the growth rate from 22 to 24 and 23 to 24 for each state. The revenue generated by each state is also displayed. We can filter this by vehicle category. For two-wheelers, Maharashtra tops the list, and for four-wheelers, again Maharashtra is also at the top. Again, using this tooltip, we can see the revenue generated by each state and the growth rates. For Maharashtra, the total revenue generated is 79.34 billion INR. With total sales of 396.05k units, the growth rate from 22 to 23 is 121.11%, and from 23 to 24 it is 55.22%. The overall growth rate from 22 to 24 is 176.86%, which is a huge revenue growth rate. We can also see similar data for other states like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, and Rajasthan. The revenue generated is based on average unit price of 85,000 INR for two-wheelers and 15 lakh INR for four-wheelers. Finally, let's look at the projection number of EV sales in 2030. Here we can see the projection of EV sales by state. This chart shows the detailed projection of EV sales versus penetration rate. We can also filter this data by vehicle category, including two-wheelers and four-wheelers. Thank you.